Welcome back to Digital Futures Education. Today we're going to explore some of the amazing tools in Magic School AI and go over how to use them. Let's get started. The first tool we're going to explore is the 5E Lesson Plan Generator. So you'll see that right here. If you sort it A to Z, we right here, 5E Model Lesson Plan. You can favorite that if you like. I'll go ahead and click on this. Generate a 5E Model Lesson Plan for your science class. Engage, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. So here we have the grade level, topic standard objective, additional customization, and standards set to align to as optional. So what I'd like to do here is set this for 7th grade, and you have a simple prompt. Generate a 5E science lesson plan on the topic of photosynthesis for 7th graders. So I'll just leave it at that. So as you can see, you can choose to edit the prompt if you like to, but it produced exploring the process of photosynthesis for 7th grade, 2 class periods, 50 minutes each, engaging activity, a hands-on activity of breaking them into small groups, a research task, some direct instruction around photosynthesis, discussion questions for key concepts and terms, an elaborate section for a creative project to have a student create a poster or a digital presentation, discuss the impact of photosynthesis on the ecosystem and why it is crucial, evaluate, which has an assessment, conduct a quiz covering the key terms and concepts, reflection, ask students to write a short paragraph reflecting on what they learned about photosynthesis. And it has some of the next generation science standards. You can edit this, copy this, read it aloud, and it also has some follow-up prompts if you want to be able to develop the lesson further. So the next tool I want to go into is the AI Resistant Assignment Generator. So I'm going to go ahead and look on my Magic Tools AI resources, and I'll sort it by A to Z. And here we see the AI Resistant Assignments. I'm going to go ahead and hit a star. I'm going to put that at the top. Let's go ahead and click into the AI Resistant Assignments. So let's pick another grade level for this assignment. I'm going to pick 8th grade, and I'm going to use the prompt, write an essay on the impact of climate change, make it more challenging for AI chatbots to complete. Let's go ahead and hit generate. So what this does is it provides a couple ideas for making an AI resistant assignment. The first one is to conduct an interview with a local scientist, which of course they can't do that using just AI, and writing an essay summarizing the points. That requires a real world interaction for the student. Another idea is to create a multimedia presentation and illustrates the impact of climate change. And then what the explanation for this, by integrating multimedia elements and requiring a personal journal, this assignment becomes more complex for AI to complete. That level of personal interaction supports less use of potential AI. The final AI resistant assignment idea, develop a community action plan to combat climate change. This assignment emphasizes creative problem solving and requires students to think critically about implementing solutions. The presentation and reflection on feedback components ensure that the students are engaged in a dynamic process of learning and improvement. So that's a great example for the use of AI-resistant assignments. The next tool we're going to get into is the Academic Content Generator. So if I sort this by A to Z, we see Academic Content Generator right here. I'm going to click the star, put that up at the top. Let's open this up. And here we have our grade level. I'll change this to 10th grade. I'll put a content type prompt here. Create a lesson on World War II, focusing on the causes and consequences for 10th grade history students. So it matches, my prompt matches the grade level. I'm leaving some of the text length topic standards open, but you could update those. But just to get an idea of how this tool works, let's go ahead and generate text links. So let's go ahead and give them one page. And let's give them the topic of World War II, focusing on the causes and consequences, economic and social. And let's see if we can generate. So I gave them a very broad economic and social prompt for a one-page essay for 10th graders on World War II. So the economic and social impact of World War II. Here it gives the economic impacts, the social impacts. In conclusion, World War II had far-reaching economic and social consequences that transformed society. So this is an academic content generator, a tool that you can use to not only identify types of content that you might want to go over in courses, but also to provide a framework for how to present the content.
Briefly talk about AI-powered personalized learning. Algorithms analyze student learning data and can help create personalized learning paths to help students progress effectively along their learning. Content can be adapted by the use of AI to help support both the educator and the student in challenging the student to learn more. Students' performance can be continually assessed and reviewed by the instructor, and resources and tools can be modified to help support the student's needs in the most appropriate ways. AI can be used to help personalize students' learning experiences in a wide variety of ways and is tremendously beneficial. It can help them focus on learning at their own pace and with the skills they need to learn. AI personalization can help address the needs of learners in a very specific way. So the next tool we're going to take a look at is the IEP Generator. So I'm going to go in. Once again, I'm going to use the A to Z to sort to be able to find the tools efficiently by how they're in here. And with IEP Generator, I can start this. It means it gets added to the top here. And here we have a grade level, disability category, description of student needs and behaviors. Of course, this is going to vary student to student and also can be updated after, of course, to accommodate any additional information you might want to add. You wouldn't, of course, want to just generate this and use it. You want to refine it and update it as needed. So this is generate an IEP draft for a student with ADHD focusing on math support. So I'm going to put ADHD in the disability category. And this is just a start to help develop a framework for updating an IEP. And this includes present levels of performance, student needs and impact of disability, goals and objectives, measurable goals, and accommodations and modifications that you can potentially add for that student. So overall, great little tool to help you get a draft of a student IEP. Of course, it's a draft. It can be updated, reviewed, and collaboratively worked on.
We're going to take a look at is the Accommodations Generator. So I'm going to go ahead and sort this once again by A to Z, and you can see accommodation suggestions. Here we are, accommodation suggestions. So we'll choose 11th grade and we'll put an area to support. Generate accommodations for a student with dyslexia. So it's providing 4 accommodations suggested for a student with dyslexia, text-to-speech software, extended time on assignments and tests, graphic organizers, and alternative formats for reading materials. So you can edit this prompt, you can copy it, and of course edit and also read aloud.
Suggestions for accommodations. Provide access to text-to-speech software that allows the student to listen to written texts. This can help them comprehend material more effectively and reduce the stress of decoding text.
So the next tool we're going to look at is the assignment scaffolder. So I'm going to go ahead and hit sort A to Z, and you'll see here is the assignment scaffolder tool. I'm going to go ahead and start. And let's go ahead and use the assignment scaffolder, and we'll make this for 12th grade. And I'm going to use as a prompt, scaffold this assignment. Write a research paper on the life cycle of a star. So I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. It's going to provide an objective, the steps to complete the assignment. The first step is to understand. Second step will be do the research. Third, to create an outline. Fourth, to write the first draft and revise, prepare the final draft, submit, and also provide some helpful vocabulary. So provide some great start to beginning a lesson for any grade level. And the assignment is scaffolded so that the learning happens in a sequence which is easy to understand. So the next tool I want to look at is the BIP. The next tool I want to look at is the BIP Content Suggester. So we're going to go ahead and hit A to Z, and you're going to see the BIP Generator. And and I'm going to say 5th grade. Generate suggestions for a behavior intervention plan. Generate BIP suggestions for a student who struggles with outbursts during class. We'll hit generate. So here is a generation of a behavior intervention plan, a detailed description of the behavior. It provides a summary statement, interventions that could be used and their potential results, behavioral goals, plan for teaching and supporting the new behavior, description of success, criteria and consequences, how fidelity of the plan will be measured, and potential follow-up activities. Of course, this could be modified to suit your needs in any way possible so that you can update the AI-generated response to fit the needs perfectly. Also, at the bottom, you can choose to translate, provide additional questions, update the length, summarize, or another custom prompt. So the next tool we're going to look at is a behavior intervention tool. So I'm going to go ahead and sort A to Z. We're going to look for the behavior intervention suggestions. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I'm going to go ahead and put a prompt in, generate behavior intervention suggestions for a behavior student who frequently disrupts class. And we'll make this for 6th grade. Go ahead and generate behaviors to support disrupting class frequently, positive attention strategies, peer interaction activities, sensory breaks. And of course, you can copy, edit, export, read aloud, also save, or provide additional questions to help frame this response and update to your needs. So the next tool we're going to look at is the choice board generator. So I'm going to go ahead and sort A to Z, and here it is, choice board UDL. Create a choice board for a student assignment based on the principles of UDL. I'm going to go ahead and click this. And the option 6th grade, I'm going to change it to 7th. And the learning goal is create a choice board for a project on renewable energy sources. And I'm going to leave it just as that and see what type of response we get. And here we have a choice board, UDL board for students, renewable energy sources choice board with an assignment title and an assignment description for a poster presentation option, video report option, research paper option, podcast episode, infographic, class presentation, model creation, debate participation, and creative story. So these are multiple options for students to demonstrate their learning through the use of a choice board for a specific lesson. So the next tool I want to take a look at is the class newsletter tool. And go down to class newsletter tool. Here we see the class newsletter tool. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Let's go ahead and type in, put the prompt in, generate a newsletter for parents summarizing this week's lessons in math and science. And let's go ahead and just see what we get with that basic. So this wants additional, based on generating a parent summarizing this week's last. So let's go ahead and put science fair this week, projects due next week, and school next month. So I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. It provides a template for a class newsletter with important announcements, celebrations from the week, additional information, and also a looking ahead section. Great to help prepare your parents and also your students for the next steps that's happening within your class. So the next tool I want to go over is the Clear Directions tool. So let's go ahead and find the Clear Directions tool. Here it is, Clear Directions. Let's go ahead and open it up. And we'll do this for 8th grade. And we're going to provide some original directions. Make the directions for this assignment more clear. Write an essay on the importance of healthy eating habits. I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. And here, Magic Eye is going to provide assignment, write an essay on healthy eating habits. It provides an understanding of the topic area, research, outline your essay into the introduction, body paragraphs, conclusion, write the essay, edit and revise, and submit your essay. So very clear directions for the assignment, what's expected, and as you add layers or add additional information to the assignment, it will update prompts. So be sure to, if you need to, continue to push that. And here's an example. Could you provide some? So be sure to push that if you need to with additional resources.
Now let's talk a little bit about AI and expanding educational access. AI tools and educational EdTech tools Since they're deployed using technology, these tools can be deployed in effective and scalable ways to reach a wide variety of learners. It is important to make sure that all students have the available technology to help support AI-infused learning. AI-empowered tools can assist with translation, adaptation to different content, can be a more advanced tutoring system, and also provide much-needed accessibility features. These tools can help deliver content and learning across a wide range of cultures, different languages, and learning environments. AI can help learning become much more universally accessible. It can break down barriers related to language, location, or physical or cognitive abilities. This inclusivity is amazingly powerful and can help make sure that AI resources are shared.
The next tool I'm going to take a look at is the Coaches Sports Practice tool to generate a plan for practice for any sport you're coaching. So we can go ahead and change the grade level to maybe 10th grade. Like the practice, we'll say minutes, sport. Before I'll do an additional customization. Generate a practice plan for high school soccer team focused on improving defense. Generate a practice plan for a high school soccer team focused on improving defense. So I'll make sure I add my sport. And so it provides a defensive mastery high school soccer practice plan. It has a warm-up, defensive positioning drills, tactical awareness, team defense, scrimmage, cool down, and reflection. So a whole outline that you can update to help plan your practices. So let's now go ahead and take a look at the Common Misconceptions Generator. Here, Common Misconceptions Generator will set the grade for grade 11. We'll use the prompt, generate common misconceptions about photosynthesis and strategies to address them. That's probably better at 7th grade. So let's go ahead and generate some common misconceptions. 7th grade, generate common misconceptions about photosynthesis and strategies to address them. And go ahead and hit generate. And what this provides is common misconceptions. Photosynthesis only occurs in leaves. Plants get their food from the soil. Photosynthesis is the same as respiration. So these are common things that people get confused by or may believe have a different meaning or interpretation. Let's go ahead and now use the Common Understandings tool. So there's the common misconceptions, but there's also the conceptual. Let's go ahead and use the Conceptual Understandings tool. Let's go ahead and use the Conceptual Understandings tool. And I'm going to do this for 4th grade. So I'm going to change the 7th to 4th. Generate ideas to build conceptual understanding of fractions for 4th graders. So we'll go ahead and identify this. So here it provides the option for a fraction pizza party, fraction number line hunt, fraction art gallery. Now let's go ahead and use the custom chatbot tool in Magic AI. So I'm going to find the custom chatbot tool. Here it is. In the custom chatbot tool, we are going to create a chatbot to help students study for a U.S. history exam. So it says, I understand you would like me to serve as a chatbot to help students study for the U.S. history exam. I am ready to assist with any questions or topics related to U.S. history. Please let me know what I can help you with. So you can ask it questions. You can keep pushing it on questions related to your content. Now let's go ahead. Now let's use the depth of knowledge content tool. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the DOK questions tool. And I'm going to use the question, generate depth of knowledge questions for a lesson on the American Revolution. So let's move that up to 10th grade. Let's see what we get for questions. Now, depth of knowledge questions can be very difficult to generate on your own, particularly in a specific subject. But as you can see here, we have the depth of knowledge 1, recall, measure, recall, calculate, define, list, identify. We have the DOK level 2 with skill and concept, graph, classify, compare, estimate. DOK level 3 with strategic thinking, assessing and investigating, formulating, drawing conclusions, and constructing. And we have the DOK level 4, extended thinking, analysis, critique, create, design, and apply concepts. So you have these for you to help support and structure your teaching with students and have them understand what are the different depths of knowledge related to a particular topic.
Let's also talk about AI-enhanced collaboration and communication. AI can help foster collaboration and communication in the classroom. It can assist with real-time language translation predictive text, faster responses, and intelligent curation of classroom content. AI-powered virtual assistants can support both educators and students alike to help them learn, develop knowledge, and perform administrative tasks. More dynamic interventions are possible. More dynamic interactions and collaboration is possible with the use of AI. There's also the tremendous benefit of immediate feedback.
Whereas the email family tool, it's to generate professional email communications to your families. I'm going to go ahead and use the prompt, generate an email to inform parents about the upcoming parent-teacher conference. And I can put Mr. Downs. Of course, these are things you're going to want to edit and update, but it does give you a template to get started with so that you can develop your own message to your parents. Now, this is a great tool. This is the email responder tool for teachers. So here we're going to provide a prompt for responding to a parent concerned about their child's math grade. And I'm going to go ahead and put Mr. Downs in as the author, and you can add additional things you may want to communicate in the response, but I'll leave that empty for now, just so you can understand. Oh, and I'm going to add a few extra items just to help make this email more specific. I'm going to include the student's current grades and behavior. So here we have the email responder tool. I'm going to put my author name, and I'm responding to a parent concerned about their child's math grade. And I also want to communicate in the response to current grades and their behavior. And what that does is it gives me an email response that I can copy and paste. Thank you for reaching out. Currently, your child is achieving a grade. I've noticed they have been actively participating in class. Their behavior during classes has been respectful and attentive. If you have any specific concerns. So this is definitely something that you can edit and update as you need to be able to reach your needs. And don't forget that the tool recommendations tool is also here. You have, maybe you're an 8th grade teacher and you're thinking of writing a lesson plan using video. So here it's recommending tools that Magic School AI has for recommending different tools to help support making a lesson around video. The lesson plan generator, YouTube video questions, text-dependent questions, academic content, making it relevant, and also tools for students. Summarize it, multiple explanation, YouTube video summarizer. So these are all tools that can help you make a better and more dynamic lesson.
So the next tool I want to take a look at is exemplar, non-exemplar. So here we're going to find that, and I'm going to sort the questions alphabetically. Here's exemplar and non-exemplar. I'm going to go ahead and select this. This is set for 9th grade, set an objective, length, and here's the prompt. Let's give the prompt to generate an exemplar and non-exemplar example responses to an essay on the causes of the Civil War. So of course you could say 1 page, that's the length, concise writing, that's maybe a objective of the goal, or standard. And here we're going to get an exemplar response as well as a non-exemplar response according to the topic. And it's very thorough because Civil War complex and multifaceted. Civil War happened because of a lot of reasons. You kind of get an indicator that you can share with students around the power of utilizing AI to help write better, have more clarity, and show what they know. And specifically around showing them exemplars and non-exemplar responses. I'm going to go ahead and look for is the image generator. So of course, alphabetically under I, I'm going to look for the image generator. Right here, from Adobe Express. And you can see the Adobe image generator, Adobe Express is integrated. And we can go ahead and do text to image. We're just going to recommend a prompt to us. Now within Adobe Express, I'm going to paste my prompt, create an image of a plant cell diagram for a grade 7 biology lesson. They will agree to the generative AI in Adobe apps. Adobe Express has its own amazing groups of tools to use. And here are a wide range of diagrams that could be manipulated, changed, updated, or added additional information to. And of course, you see the Save to Magic School right here. And that's going to save it to my Magic School account. The next tool I'm going to go into is the informational text tool. So I'm going to go ahead and start alphabetically again. And I'm going to find the informative text tool. So here's the informational text tool. Generate original informational text for your class, customized to the topic of your choice. We'll click on this and we'll change the grade level to 4th grade. We'll ask for, we asked for 1 page, library nonfiction, and we'll use the prompt. Generate an expository text on the water cycle for 5th graders. Let's change that to 5th grade, and everything matches up. And we're going to get an output of informational text related to the amazing journey of water, understanding the water cycle. Water is essential for all living things. It includes keywords like evaporation, condensation, precipitation, collection. And of course, just like all the other outputs, you can copy, edit, and continue to refine this. So this is all about creating informational text. Of course, it also has vocabulary contained within it. By the lesson plan generator here in Magic School AI, we're going to go to A through Z, and we'll find the lesson plan generator. Here we go. Generate a lesson plan for a topic or objective you're teaching. This is different than the 5E lesson plan. The 5E is focused on science. This is for a regular lesson plan. I'm going to paste in our prompt. Generate a lesson plan on multiplication for 3rd graders. So we'll put in multiplication. You also may want to just find the standards for your state or national standards, and we'll do 4th grade. And here we're going to get an overview of our lesson plan that, of course, can be modified and adjusted any way you need. Multiplying with mastery, a journey through times tables. As an objective, an assessment, key points, opening, introduction to new material, some additional guided practice, independent practice, closing, an extension activity, homework, and also some additional standards addressed. So all the major key parts of a lesson plan to kind of get started. And remember, you can modify and adjust this lesson plan as you need. So here within Magic School AI, and I'm going to go ahead and go and take a look at report card comments. Generate report card comments for the student's strengths and areas for growth. So we go in here, we have 4th grade, we have pronouns, areas of strength, math, science, areas of growth, collaboration, we'll say art. And here we get some report card comments for areas of strength and opportunities for growth that can be used, and of course, updated and broken out as you need, continually updating and putting your own ideas into these comments. Remarkable proficiency in math, potential to enhance collaboration skills, also prompts to help define and push it forward. Next tool, of course, is text translator. Of course, you can choose the option for Spanish or any other language they have listed. Provide suggestions to enhance the student's essay on the importance of renewable energy, just in simple text. And this is the text translator. Translated to Spanish for you. Then we have the multiple choice assessment. So let's link this for 5th grade. Let's say this is 10 questions. Let's say this is the topic of, let's say, science topic. Say engineering. And we'll say physics concepts. We keep it very broad. So just to give you a quick idea, this quickly has generated 10 questions in those very broad topics that are multiple choice questions like what is the main purpose of engineering, which force pulls objects towards each other, what is an example of a simple machine, what does a scientist do? And as you can see, they're pretty good to get started. And of course, you could refine these and update these with even more detail than I had. Here we have generate a professional development plan for school staff on any topic. This is the PD planning tool. It's a new tool. So we're going to say high school teachers, length of PD, we'll say an hour and 20 minutes. We'll say AI in the classroom, tools, vocabulary, and best practices. I'll try to get my spelling right, and we'll go ahead and generate this for some ideas. So the professional development session, AI in the classroom, tools, vocabulary, and best practices. It gives a link, an audience of teachers, some overview topics, potential takeaways, an activity, fundamentals and vocabulary, discuss AI-related terms related to education, each section with a key takeaway, with an activity, and also a range of tools available for the high school classroom with the use of AI. So it gives a great overview here that you can definitely build upon. And of course, you can copy this, put this into another type of document, and use in the future. Let's talk a little bit more about AI-driven efficiency and administrative tasks. AI can help automate administrative tasks that impact the efficiency of the classroom, such as grading, attendance tracking, and scheduling. Machine learning algorithms can help predict student outcomes and help educators identify at-risk students more effectively and efficiently. Helping to automate these tasks can help release the burden on both teachers and administrators alike, and assist them in more effectively communicating to other stakeholders such as parents or other support professionals and teachers. Valuable insights that AI is going to provide education is going to help propel student learners and teachers at more effective and inclusive educational models. Thanks for checking out this video. I appreciate your time and checking out the different tools that Magic AI can help provide, and hopefully come back again and check out new videos soon.